Well, Dark Souls 2 returning to here and now going to the undead crypt. But why would there be crypt if there's undead? But then again, I was thinking about fiction. Undead and graveyards, they go quite well together. More often than not, in fiction, especially in dark fantasy, graveyards are fenced in mostly to keep the possible undead awakening in their outside, or to say keep them in, so they will wander around outside, away from there. But that guy looks like that there's very little of point. Yeah. A big guy holding two shields in a doorway tells that no, you are not meant to get inside. That it's closed for a reason. Or somebody doesn't really want you here. And then there are these. But then again, as I've tracked King Vendrick around here, and that weird fire thing mentioned he's near. So why would King come to this place? Perhaps he was becoming undead and he went to some kind of self-burial mode. And some weird worshipping zombie undeads. Nothing too dangerous or special about them, but this is very bleak place. In Dark Souls, well, in Dark Fantasy generally bleakness is what's meant to be, but in Dark Souls this is the especially bleak place. Under crypt place with no.
Do not produce light. Light and all those who bear it are unwelcome in this place.
So who is this man speaking? There are some undead treasure, and a guy very relaxed leaning against the wall.
I am Ugdane, guardian of the crypt. Countless dead rest here in peace, cradled by the comfort of dark. Light only agitates. We have no need for it here. I am a finito. We weave death and watch over the dead. This task was granted to me by the one who gave us the first death. Countless souls rest here, some of them from ages long ago. Some were rich, others poor, some wise, some dull, but now they're all just dead.
But, oh yeah, real dead.
Did you come for him?
Yes.
The one called Vendrick.
Yeah.
You will find him deeper inside. Many council servants and the like have come to fetch their lord. But they rest here now, put to death by the king's own guards.
So he doesn't want to be disturbed.
Perhaps he's not in the mood for company.
Oh yeah, that's...
In the past, humans were one with the dark. The former king of light, he feared humans. Feared that they would usher in an age of dark.
That's Gwyn.
Queer you humans. How you go on, never separating truth from fiction. This place is welcome to all, provided due reverence is shown. Death is equitable, accepting. We will all one day be welcomed by her embrace. Tell me what you desire. Show me reverence, and I will lend you my hand.
Time to learn his gesture. And chat, talk more.
I am a finito.
Oh yeah.
This task was countless sold. Some were rich. Crude.
Interesting to notice that what he spoke about countless being here and all just dead. I guess that's some kind of ideal about death. Is that it equalizes people. It doesn't matter you were rich, it doesn't matter you were poor, it doesn't matter what country you were from. If you are dead, you are dead, and they all deserve the same amount of respect and dignity. And a grave filled with and as this is a grave, but there's stones, headstones, countless of them, lots of them, and undead rising from their graves. More of the not so friendly type of undead. Of course, knowing that this is a crypt means there must be lots of undead in here, and silence is also a very important, big thing around here. But I am here to make noise, and those bells make noise. There's some ghosts in walls, which could be dangerous if they were not unable to move once they have shown themselves, making them more of just a nuisance. Some of them are not even unspottable. They are right there and you can see them. Not effective way of putting ghosts to guard your place, but this is effective way of keeping two guys with huge brick door shields. But luckily I can just use the weirdness of the game engine to hack my way through to cause them that despite them having those huge shields, they don't seem to protect them much. And they go down. And you can actually steal those shields if you kill them enough and use them similar way. But then again, you don't look so intimidating that way. More of these graves, and those standing tombstones or whatever are dangerous. They spawn these hooded wizard monstrosities, and they are unpleasant. Mostly because they make magics, and they keep spawning endlessly as long as those bells are rung. And time to open a shortcut. And while I'm at it, there's a bit of a secret path over there, so I'm gonna intend to do a bit of a trickery. I'm not going to go and annoy Agdane Grey Warden with my torch, because he doesn't like light. But I am not around where he's gonna be looking. But this is very impressive and vast place. It's always wonder how do these huge crypts and similar places are built? Who were buried here originally, but now that is a light. And light is revealed, shadows rise. Meaning these kind of red ghosts start to appear once you light this place up. Sorry for being rude. I sliced right through you. I'm very paranoid about every chest and I just hit them. Soul vessels, those are actually quite useful things. And Soul of a Hero, also quite useful thing, although nothing too practically fancy about it. But this place is very dark and quiet. Oops, another one of you! And there's lots of those red boys. In a sense, it might have been a bit of a dumb move to let these guys let them be appearing again. But I was stupid. I wanted to show that that's way. Where the hell is that guy going? They're quite numerous. And dead. Yeah, I don't like you running around, you red ghosts. I don't deny that you are quite impressive phenomenon of ghosts hunting in this place. Skull lurking or whatever is the word you want to use. No, you are not here. I don't like you being here. I don't like that bell. And I don't like you either trying to go and ring the bell or ring the bell. What the hell? Another one! There was a third one! Oh yeah, well, this shows what happens when the bell is rang. Those ghost things show up from these scripts, and there is an infinite amount of them. But luckily you can actually, if you are not in the middle of this place, you can actually pick them off quite easily. And they are not that dangerous as they can't actually defend themselves from ranged attacks. I'm gonna leave that red ghost alone, mostly because, hell, I don't want to be an asswipe. More of these. What are these Sion Knights or whatever, Drang Lake Knights? But their presence implies that this place was not meant to be something that you're just gonna walk inside and come on. Visitors not wanted. Uninvited visitors very unwanted. But Everybody says that if you make some big notes saying that don't come here, this is dangerous, you do not want to come here, it means that somebody is gonna get the bright idea to come there. And that's happening right now. And more of these dragon knights, or dragon rider knights. Something which was a boss at the beginning of the game is now just a special henchman. Well, but I still wonder why in Drang Lake, but as I already Dark Souls general, there's so much of these gigantic things. Did you guess that this protagonist is something about 175 centimeters tall? That's quite a good average. But well, let's put a bit upwards and say 180. Within reasonable heights of humans, so slight in the upper reaches of average height. So, but that guy must be something like 2.5 meters tall. And there are just so much of big, gigantic things that it really makes you wonder how in hell did all of them just even come to be. Time to use some healing magics, just in case, and summon Agdane, the Grey Warden, to be my aid in looting this grave. And I'm using very unorthodox combination of katana and a shield. Time to get inside. The King's Crypt. But that doesn't look like a king, it looks something else. Well, that is not a king, that is King's bodyguard. That's a big blunt instrument he's carrying. Well studded. The Royal Aegis. He guards the King's Crypt. The personal bodyguard of the king. Very scary looking man. The king. And he, like many things in Dark Souls, is a gigantic humanoid with an armor. But as in Dark Souls general, it is quite good. You could say it's the most common way just to say that it doesn't matter how powerful something might be. If it's just a one thing, it can be defeated. Especially if you have aid. Practically any foe can be beaten. Come on. Ouch. He's using a big stick. Thank you, Agdane, for being of your magnificent aid, but oh, and stabby death. Yes, I destroyed him quite easily, but I did summon aid, and I am very overpowered, overleveled, which in Dark Souls actually doesn't mean much. But what the is that? That must be. Well, say not must be. That is King Vendrick, about 5 meters tall, emaciated zombie-like husk carrying a huge sword, or better say not carrying, he just drags it along. He's rotten. Very sad. Pathetic sight. He doesn't even know I'm here and I don't care. What is this? And must be his armor. And there's armor, shield. There's armor and shield. And he carries the sword and he's got a crown, but that's nothing. Also,
this ring is the symbol of the king.
Oh, like a scepter or
Use
crown.
it to gain passage through the king's gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse, if you are to be the next monarch, then one day you will walk these grounds without really knowing why.
So, this place, hunting down Vendrick, was nothing but a... Well, what you could call it a wild goose chase. There was nothing intimidating, powerful king. There was just a broken husk of a king. And I guess I have to venture forward to see where this King's Ring will lead me. There are 3 places I can go. I think I'll be going there. Now opens a door. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, there, yeah. But and the door leads to a completely throne of want. Is that some sort of matter of desiring or wanting something, as in something was found wanting, meaning it was found lacking? So is this some sort of throne of lacking, or throne of desire, or will, or... But this long corridor above abyss has a sense of dignity and value in it. And this, of course, this huge underground structure hidden behind everything, it must have a throne there. And chance to summon but more aid. Benhart. So time to go and see what's here. Two warriors and bosses, Throne Watcher and Defender. Two dudes with very little sense of humor, but everybody knows that if there's 2, get 4. And once one of them is beaten down, the other one, well, will wake it. And I got 8 their souls. And some magnificent display of camaraderie. I will swing my hand to them. But this place, there are those golem-like things and some sort of mound. Very primitive looking mound, but yeah, important looking place, but not a place to go right now. And here I am behind, we think, forest of fallen giants, or whatever that is. But there's a chest. I don't remember seeing this here before, but it ain't mimic, so time to open it. Amber herbs. Nothing really. There is quite modest doorway to this huge doorway system. And there's a bonfire to make it easier to get here, although it ain't much of a task. And actually you get here, which is very easily visible place, and there's a tree, but nothing happens when you examine it. But it being something to examine means it's important later. And there's this guy dangling around here with a twilight branch of yore and stuff. And that was it. There's only one more place left to examine. And that is actually the place you are meant to go. No, actually the place to go forward is this ruined fork road of the shaded woods. And that path led to Drang Lake Castle. That path led to Brightstone Cove through that misty forest. So this path must lead or actually does not must lead, will lead forward. Now those things are dangerous. Not in a sense that they can do lots of damage, but the fact that they petrify you, so taking too much of those hits from those means you will become nothing but a chunk of rock. And one of these ogre or troll things, they are quite unpleasant. Although not anything you haven't faced and killed and mutilated and mangled before. They're just a nuisance to be on your way. But it's quite tough. But then again, those things are tough. And you are not meant to get into hugging distance with that. So yeah, that's the hugging distance. But now it goes down, because I kill it. It is returned to Cycle of Souls. And a red tearstone ring. And a bit more path to travel through. And this leads to far distant part of east, but it wasn't so long way. And there's one more of you. You know, God, your devotion to duty is admirable, yes, but sorry. I must get through this place. Aldia's Keep. So who is this Aldia? But well, this place is a fortress of some kind, very fancy, and there's a manor, and yes, indeed, it's a keep. So a keep is the castle's most strongly defended part. So the central castle, or how you wanted to call it, and those things petrify you fast, and they are fast. So yeah, you are really, it's they are high risk enemies, meaning just a few punch strikes from them and you are nothing but a walking piece of actually you are not a walking piece of granite, you are just dead piece. So yeah, you wanna be careful around those things. Poison throwing knives. But luckily they don't surprise you so well, so you can actually destroy them quite easily. That looks suspicious. It is suspicious, also known as mimic. spit the goop somewhere else. I don't like being spit goop at me. You're dead. Dark mask and a malformed skull. I don't know which one had a bad malformed skull. But there's some sort of hut. And look at here.
Who are you? Oh. No, forgive me. I know you. Yes, of course. How goes your journey?
Well, it goes.
I know not what you seek in this faraway land, but I pray for your safety.
I seek for... she's taken off her mask.
Please take these. Consider this thanks for keeping me sane.
She gave me her equipment.
My name is Lucatil. I beg of you, remember my name.
I will.
For I may not myself.
And that, well, that is what...
My name is Lucatil.
That...
I beg of you, remember, for I may...
That's actually really sad that somebody is so... afraid that they... all they can do is remember... keep reciting their name over and over again just so that they can remember who they are. So I guess that's the process of Halloween. You forget things. And that actually makes it really, really sad. And Aslatiel of Mira. That must have been Lucatil's brother. And that it seems to wear similar gear than Lucatil. But I will crush you. Sorry, I had no intention to fight endlessly. Time to go forward. Open this door. Now that's an impressive sight. And this place also looks like to be quite ruined. Roof is broken down. And this, don't you dare. Some kind of warning, I say. And there's a wall of mist and a guy sitting behind it.
Please, just stay away. No, please, don't come near me. Nothing good will come of it.
So...
just leave me alone, please. Please, just leave me alone.
yeah, what?
Please, just leave me alone.
So, there's a guy who has locked himself behind some sort of wall. Force field, magical cage, and he doesn't want anybody near him. And he looked very, he's actually sounded scared. So what is that man? But I do not know, but this is actually a very simple thing. A petrified ogre or troll or whatever, big ugly thing. But in this place there's a collection of all kinds of things and monstrosities in here. An ogre. Use the old-fashioned way. I should have taken a poison weapon. And I'm a bit of cheap to use my poison arrows, even though they are endlessly available, and in this game poison is very effective method of damage dealing. unlike Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 as well, but that's a bit of foreshadowing or forespoilering, whatever, that's the fancy word. But Aldea's Keep. Place filled with... And that wasn't a sturdy cage at all. For that monster was just able to smash it open with one swipe. This giant basilisk thing. And like many other every other basilisk thing, that its most powerful weapon is that death breath. And it dropped a crimson water. And that guy, I don't know why he's there. He can be, as much as I care. So and there's a dragon statue. Possibly it may have a meaning, but it mostly just is there to look nice. And it looks nice. And rim corridor, and there's cages and monsters in them. There's a mimic in that cage, and it's not too friendly looking. I don't like this painting. And you are a pest, which I kill. And that contraption actually lights the place up. Impressive. Not particularly necessary, but impressive. I'll open a door. This place actually sounds like some sort of hellscape. All these monster sounds and something, but so in this place they kept this. I assume it's Aldea who kept. Actually, I do know. Whatever. This place belonged to Aldea. Aldea. Well, he was related to King Vendrick. I wrote his brother. I don't remember. Was he his younger brother? As in, it's usually that the eldest son inherits the throne, or was he older? And it was some sort of other issues deciding that, but that Vendrick should inherit, not Aldea. And Aldea had this keep for whatever purpose, and he did research monsters in here. So I guess I'm gonna actually end this episode right here, and I see you next time. See ya. It seems to be some sort of pattern that when I say I finish, I don't. But Aldea's Keep actually has some secret things in it, and that guy behind that watery, or there's a weird cage thing inside it, is one of them. And these torch things are also one of them. They summon this red scythe-wielding dude with a quite potent amount of bad attitude. And of course you must go and fight against this man. Actually, fight that means you gotta go and kill him when you summon him. And there's 3 of them, and that's how you do it. You light them up and you fight against the bastard. And I think I'm gonna show what happens in the finally when you get that done. But that happens next time.